In this video, I'm going to talk about the Service Member Civil Relief Act, SCRA or SCRA, Service Member Civil Relief Act. This is a good program. When I joined the Air Force, I didn't know about this program until I got to my first base, and they said, hey, if you have any accounts such as credit that you are paying over 6% interest, contact your creditor and let them know that you're active duty military now. Provide them with a copy of your orders and they will reduce your interest to 6%. So I'm going to speak about my examples, and then I've done a little bit of research. This is a topic that somebody contacted me and they wanted me to talk about it. It just so happens that I actually used this when I joined the Air Force. I'm going to give you two examples. I had one credit card when I joined the Air Force, and I don't remember who it was, and I owed them. Obviously, my interest rate was above 6%, so I contacted them, and they dropped it down to 6% after I informed them of the program that I was wanting to use as a service member. And I sent them a copy of my orders, and it was quick. They dropped it down to 6%. And I had another credit card, but that was a department store, Circuit City, if you've ever heard of them. It's the equivalent of, Best Buy. I think it's called Best Buy. But anyway, Circuit City, I contacted them and they dropped my interest rate all the way to 0%. And that's how I was able to pay off that account. I only owed them about $250, Circuit City at the time. But back then, that was a lot of money for me. So they dropped it down to 0%. Once I paid them off, I closed that account. And I have this silly joke, maybe that's why they went out of business, because I closed my account. Obviously, it's not true. Silly joke. But the other credit card, they dropped it down to 6%. And because my goal was to pay it off, that's exactly what I did. What I know from experience is your accounts, these lenders that you have to have them before you join the service. So if you come into the Air Force or the Army or any branch, and then you open up an account and they have 12%, that's not going to qualify. So you have to have it prior to joining the military. And it has to be in good standing. At least that's what I was informed when I contacted my lenders. So the experts are at your installation, military installation, are the legal office. The good thing, here's what I know. Most likely this is covered at basic training. I could be wrong, but you're not going to remember that from basic training, because basic training is an environment that it's hurry up and wait, and you're being yelled at. So most likely you're not going to remember that if they do cover it. But the Air Force does cover it for first-term airmen. That's a briefing that I used to give a long time ago. Well, not a long time ago, but up to last year. I did it for about 3 years. FTech. They're going to talk about it. FTech is about a week or so of briefing after briefing. It can get kind of boring, but be like myself in the sense that I like to learn something and take advantage of that. So when I joined the Air Force, it was called the Soldiers and Sailors Civil Relief Act. Obviously, it's not called that anymore. Other things that this program can do for you is, let's say you're in a lease for a house or an apartment and you have an assignment to move. This is going to help you get out of that lease. Other things that I know about are if you have a lease on a vehicle and you have to PCS, let's say overseas, you show them a copy of your orders, you bring up this program, and they should be willing to work with you. Another thing is, let's say I was a resident of California when I joined the Air Force. I was able to keep my California residency even though I was living in Alabama and then Hawaii and then Colorado because I was active duty. So there are many other things that this program can do for you if you qualify. If you're a reservist or guard and you are being activated or you're going on a deployment, you may qualify under this program as well. Again, the best thing to do is contact the legal office at your military installation or look it up online. I'm going to have 3 links. The first one is from saveandinvest.org. It's a very great website. I used to talk about this website when I was a financial counselor all the time. Saveandinvest.org, that's one link. I'll have 3 links in this video for you to review. Ask questions. If I said something that's inaccurate or you want to add something, go ahead and throw it in here so I can learn from you as well, and others can learn as well from this whole experience. Have a great day.